wabarakatuh. Good evening, my friends. Good evening, Ms. Irma. Today, I want to present about switching and using visual aids. Nowadays, audience are used to see visual material during almost any sort of talk or presentation. Listening isn't easy, and it helps a good skill if you have something to look at. In any case, human beings tend to remember what they see more than readily than what they hear. And so audience are grateful for the reinfor- reinforcement of a good visual aid. There are other advantages from the speaker's point of view with using visual aids. For the child can be shown that could possibility be explained in words. Number two is clarify aspects of the subject. Photograph will clarify aspects of the object which could be shown in any other way. The third is if a data projector is used, move and sound can be included. The key message will be reinforcement, and this is an advantage for the speaker just as much as for the audience. First is inappropriate visual aids. Poor quality visual are distracting and let down the whole occasion. This is especially true of visual aids, which are so unclear that they fail to convey any message at all. If photographs are under or overexposed, color looks indistinct, or the print is too small, the visual art will fail to make the right impact and will leave the audience thinking that the speaker had been more aware of their needs. Irrelevant visual are even worse. After this, my friends, Aulia will explain when and where you might use visual aids of any sort and what you need to remember in preparing them.
And now I want to define about when to use a visual aid. And if you have several visual aids to show, you might want to group them if possible so that the interaction happens only once. And about designing a visual aid, whatever form of visual aid you choose, of there's are overriding criterion. Everyone in the audience must be able to see everything you show. And let's look first at the potential problem of words, and then punctuation on color and background. And this font size and style were defined in a seminar room. You can probably use a font about 20 point, and the audience will be able to read the words. And about selecting the words, this is we might not use full sentence on the screen and never show a long paragraph of writing. And next, after this, my friend Marita will explain about punctuation. Thank you. Okay, we'll continue the presentation. Next is about punctuation. A few punctuation marks should be used if they are appropriate. For instance, a direct question that isn't followed by a question mark always looks wrong, and for apostrophes is should be used clearly in at a normal way. On the other hand, list doesn't have to be interjected by a colon, but it's rare to need commas unless they are affect the meaning of the word. On the other word, leave punctuation out unless their result look at or ambiguous. And the next is color on the screen. Whenever you are using overhead or data projector, you may choose a color background for your visual aid and contrasting color for text or diagram. And plain black text on a clear base will be sufficient under the some circumstances, such as a seminar paper in which you are showing half a dozen bullet point, and but for any occasion in which your presentation skills themselves are important. And you will certainly need a color for your presentation if you want a professional appearance for your work. And the last is about background. The background need to be chosen carefully and in the light of your meaning message. If you're gonna talking about a tropical island, maybe waving palm tree in the other of background may be ideal, but they are not likely to use generally because some standard background contain their own trap on their discriminate user. Now we are going to talking about visual aid equipment. Nowadays you are also using one or two of both types of visual aid equipment, like the data projector and uh, operate from the computer like on a laptop and through the projector itself on a screen, and more old-fashioned overhead projector. Okay, next is Nico Andrian.
Next, visual aid equipment. Spend time and effort preparing visual aid material. Before you spend time and effort preparing visual aid material, check with your lecturers to make sure that you know exactly what is appropriate. Is the segment assessed? If so, if the visual content is evaluated as part of that assessment, how many images are you want to show? If there's one only two, it might be better to give hands out than to use complex technology. Visual aids are important to any speaker. They need to careful preparation and their use has to be planned and practiced. Two most common forms of visual aid equipment. A. The overhead projector. The overhead projectors are low technology among visual aid equipment. It has great advantage. First, it's easy to prepare the material and little can go wrong while you are using it. You may be familiar with the OHP from lecturers as it's more flexible for teaching and training than the data projector which is much more commonly used in presentation. After this, my friend Diana will continue our presentation.
Okay, thank you, Nicole. Now I'm going to continue the presentation, the two most common forms of visual aid equipment. The second one, I would like to talk about the data projector. I think the data projector have become the standard visual aid tools in education. Like me, I always usual to use the projector and familiarize yourself by using the data projector. Now I'm going to tell you about the advantage by using a data projector, and it's worth looking at. Okay, now the first one, you can use a single tool to display text, diagrams, motion, video, even you can play music if you want. And the second one, it's quick and easy to change picture. You only to click the mouse or to touch the keyboard. And then next you can build up an image step by step or highlight the aspect you are talking about. And next one, you can update your material at any time, even the last minute you want to change it, it's very possible for you. And next, your visual material will look professional. That's all about the advantage by using a data projector. And for the next point, the last one, I want to talk about handout. Um, they give your audience something to take away from your presentation to review later. When is the right time to give the handout to audience? I think it isn't wise to give a handout to the audience during your talk. I think the best time to give the handout, I think before you present or at the end of your presentation as a reminder of what you said. I think that's all about our presentation. Hopefully, our presentation can be useful for everyone. Thank you, everyone.